Hello everyone, this is Dion Soul. How you guys doing? As you can see, we're looking at the GoPro left wing, and what's the advantage of the GoPro left wing is I'm on gimbal, so I can move it around. So that way I can look at the scenery. So I hope you guys are doing well. Just like I said, what I'm doing is I'm currently doing a FS or SimBuddy is actually following my flight with my logbook. Even though I started this video in the middle of the flight, the next flight's going to be different, and then I'm actually using, as far as my VA part of it at the moment, I am doing FS Economy right now, and I'll go ahead and start up a SimBuddy VA here in a little while. But at any rate, so yeah, I'm just flying along. I was using with FS Economy, I was using the Seneca aircraft, but the Seneca aircraft from Coronado has been giving me troubles as far as frame rates are concerned. So I switched back to the Shrike Commander 500S, I should say, and I'm actually getting better fuel economy and going a little faster. And once I build up enough income, I can actually, if I go for a 1-to-1 ratio with FS Economy, I would actually make more money because it has 7 passengers, which realistically is not the case. So FS Economy is kind of cheating there. I mean, because you already got 1, 2, 4, 5, 4 in the front, or 4 in the back, and then 1 right here as in your co-pilot seat if you want to carry people. Is 5 actually, 5 usable. I mean, yes, technically you could put 6 right here. You could put 1 guy in the center here, but you know what? I don't even know if there's any seat belts there for him. No, there's not. There's only seat belts for the 4. So anyway, so I'll be cheating up a little bit right there. But with but I've been playing around with FS Economy because FS Economy is more geared towards general aviation aircraft, and I just like the fact, like I have repeatedly said to Piety and to Giorgio over at SimBuddy, is that I like the ability of being able to fly anywhere. You know, you go to airports. You know, if I put in KWJF right now as an example, and if I want to, I'd never go to these places. You know, where the hell is NASA Krause Landing, Krause County, California? I've never been there. So, you know, I would go to places, and I've asked, like I said, Piety with XP Flyer and with Giorgio at SimBuddy if there was an option to set it up, his system, where you can actually basically, not necessarily copy, but basically spiritual successor. So that's another way of saying copy. This mechanic of actually just getting a flight and not have to worry about program your predetermined flights. You just go to wherever the computer sends you. And I like that randomness, because you just, again, to bring it on home, is that you go to areas that you would never go to. But it is what it is. So that's why when I do my general aviation stuff as of late, I've been using FS Economy, whereas SimBuddy, I haven't been doing much, to be honest. Just for the simple fact that we don't have that. Going anywhere is really an attractive feature, and I really, really like it. And if I want to fly my tube liners, then I will use the SimBuddy network and fly my tube liners. But and mainly the reason why I'm doing general aviation, because you look at the detail of the orthos. Orthos are freaking awesome. When you're at 40,000 feet, you don't really get to see much of this. There's not much of this out here to look at. And there's just areas like some people don't appreciate the beauty that this offers, and some people do. And I just happen to be the ones that I like my eye candy and I like my orthos. So right now, FS Economy is the go-to VA side of things to do until Giorgio decides to do a little changing or, you know, up his game in some other form or fashion. So we'll just have to wait and see. But I think he's never going to do it anyway. I think we've had that discussion, and he basically said, no, it's just too much work, too much involved to make that kind of thing happen. So, which is a shame. But that's okay. Then I just use it for, I'll still use the SimBuddy thing for logging the flights, and then I'll just use the VA for, you know, for other stuff. So, but I just noticed that we are off track right here, so I need to get ourselves back on track. And in order for me to do that, I need to find out where I'm supposed to be going. I'm supposed to be going on VOR 1440, and I need to change my course to Gulfs. Gotta go to Gulf. And you see how it's making a pretty aggressive brake angle, and that's part of the reason why I've been complaining about SimBuddy, for the fact that I don't have any control of the bank angle. That's what, unless I intervene. And you know, the whole purpose of autopilot is so you don't have to, as a pilot, you don't have to intervene. Let it just do its thing. Let it run its course. So he's definitely, and he said, I just got a text in the SimBuddy Discord that he is going to do some tweaking, which is awesome. And I hope he tweaks it down, knocks it down quite a bit. And I hope some people are actually watching this stream right now that can get to SimBuddy. And be able to, you know, have some little bit of guidance there. Because that's the way I am. That's the way I roll. It's audios and visuals. And right now I'm going to switch over on my display and see if anybody's actually watching my video. I don't even know if anybody's actually watching because I don't have anything loaded up. I know, my bad. Nope, just little old me. And that's fine. This channel that I'm broadcasting on right now is just my knock around channel anyway. I do various X-Plane videos on this channel, more or less just anything, because really my main channel is actually where I do most of my X-Planes. And I need to switch so I can go live dashboard. Right now we're in the cruising mode, so and I need to right now this flight is set wrong. It should be KSNA to KHND, Henderson, Nevada. So again, I apologize coming in at a in the middle of the video here, but like I said, I try to record all my flights that I can, whether they be good, bad, and different. Go back outside to our wing cam. My downside about the wing cam is that the sound, the exterior sound is too loud, so I need to switch that. So I apologize all the, you know, how the sauce is made here. Let's see if I can turn that down just a little bit. There we go. Now it's not as noisy. That way people can appreciate, you know, the the eye candy, which is orthos. Orthos are awesome. And what I did is I've making this up, saying that this is a GoPro mounted on the wing with a gimbal, not gimbo, gimbal, on a gimbal, so you can move around. And I got one there, and I got one on the right wing as well. What I would really like to do is I'd like to set it up someday, and I think I've said this before in other videos, where I could have another computer where XP-11's running and everything's the same, you know, it's the same install on both machines, and then actually have the viewer that's viewing viewing it live or whatever could go to a website and then have, you know, they'd be able to control and be able to look around and check things out instead of relying on me, the content creator. I mean, hey, you know, and they'll just add it to the experience, you know, of the flight. So I think that would be cool. All it takes is money, right? Yeah, orthos really did make a difference with flight simulation experience. Very, very cool. When they work. Sometimes they don't work so well. I could go real slow and pan real slow. But even then, or I could just have a static, you know, just a static shot like that or something. Of course, then I'll be bouncing around between too many static shots. Well, once we get to Gulfs, and then we are gonna I'll go ahead and set my heading to 346, and when I set my heading to 346, which is going to be one of those things I was just talking about a minute ago with the problem with SimBuddy, is that because of the 45-degree bank angle that X-Plane does, and then tries to correct itself to get back onto the flight path, it creates a lot of drama with the passengers with the SimBuddy VA. I actually had I deleted it. I'm going to start over, but I deleted it and I'll start a new one. But I actually just removed the in-flight thing altogether. I just said to hell with it. You know, I just kind of like, you know, this is just not productive. It's not net helping me at all. You know, it's just not realistic. So I gave up on it and just said, you know what, screw it. And like I said in my text to everyone in the SimBuddy chat channel, I don't think there is a fix, to be honest, because different X-Plane, and again, everything is in the context of a general aviation, in the context of of X-Plane, not FSX or Prepared or any stuff like that, because I don't have any of those products. I kind of left those products long ago, and so the the X-Planes and is going to make a 45-degree bank angle, and that's just the way it is. You don't have in every airplane the ability to control the bank angle other than you intervening, which yes, you could do. But again, like I said in my text, it's like, you know, the whole purpose of an autopilot's set it up, let it go, and then once you get to your destination, turn off autopilot and then do your thing. It's just personal preference. And so it's just, for me, it's just never going to work probably. That's just the sad reality. That's just the way it is. And again, I really wish that that Giorgio would implement some kind of a, I mean, he's got a random flight generator, but he doesn't hook it with the you know, with the VA. It's just kind of it's a standalone product. I wish he would come up with some kind of solution to be able to hook it with the VA, where, you know, you just, wherever the airplane is, you got a job board. Job board says you go here, 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 and then you just go to those destinations and not have to worry about being rigid on going from, oh, I got to go from LAX to Phoenix, or LAX to Las Vegas, or LAX to San Diego, or Phoenix to LAX, or Phoenix to San Diego, or Phoenix to Vegas. You guys get the idea. It's just, it's static. Go from here to here. Yes, you can create your own, or you can create any variations thereof, but you're constantly, you know, that's not random. That's just something that you predetermine and do. Whereas the random thing that FS Economy offers, and what his own random generated thing does, that's outside of VA, is that you just like, oh, okay, I'll start here and I'll go here. So that would be nice if you'd implement something like that. I'm going to pump it up to 180 knots, see if I can get away with 180 knots. I don't know if I will be able to. Yeah, I think 160 is about the limit on this airplane. And that's fine. And let's see where we're at. We are probably right about in here somewhere, maybe even a little closer. And we're going to make that huge turn, follow, and when we make that huge turn, that's when X-Plane is going to do its dirty deed, I should say. But the Shrike is a nice airplane. It really is. Nice little airplane. The frame rates are good for it, and you know, not having any problems with it, to be honest. Alright, so now we're going to make our humongous turn. And as you can see, that kind of a bank angle right now, even though that was slow, with and that's a 45 degree, and with SimBuddy, that would, all my passengers would be going ape crap right now. They would not like it at all. And I would be counted off. I'd be getting some scared, worried, the whole 9 yards. And we're going to fly that heading. until I see Henderson start coming up on my screen. FS economy is good, but it has its drawbacks as well. I mean, you don't, as a user, you're kind of at the whim of what they want to do, which, you know, in other words, your input, especially if you're new, it's kind of a, they kind of have a good old boy network system in the FS economy. It appears. I don't know. I could be wrong on that, but it just seems that way. When I first started out, I was all gung-ho with it and trying to get you know, things like, well, hey, why can't we add this? Why can't we add that? You know, why can't this be more, you know, and that kind of thing. And they just basically spanked my hand. It says, you know, if this is regarding an airplanes. I forgot what airplane it was that I was trying to get added at the time. This is 3 years ago or 2.5 years ago, but they just basically spanked my hand and says, you know, we'll put in airplanes that we feel are worthy for our network. And it's just kind of like, you know, if you don't like it, don't fly it. You know, that's basically their attitude. Is like, you don't want to use our network, it's not a big deal, then go somewhere else. We don't care. And just, that kind of leaves you a bad taste in your mouth too. But they have this other product. It's kind of like I know other developers with their products. They have some really good products out there, but then they're kind of a-holes in a way. And it's just kind of like, you know, you can't do that. You got to take care of your customers. But, you know, it is what it is. Well, I'm going to go ahead and pull up the Garmin 530 here. And let's go ahead and do a direct. No, we don't want to do a direct to there. Go to flight plan then. Then we'll do a direct. I wonder if I can change it. Yes, I can.